Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Collector's Lounge. Before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to Akshay for sculpting this for me. This is my first commission piece that I'm going to be working on, and big shout out to Aiden for introducing me to him. And yeah, let's dive into this. This is going to be a really cool project. So, for those of you that have this piece, this is the Sideshow Wolf Predator, and I'm actually in the process of working on a swap out. Um, so the right hand does come out, and the two existing options are a spear and the whip, right? Now, as you guys can see, let me give you a close up. This hand is the ungloved hand without the knuckles on there. And so what I ended up doing, all right, and so what we ended up doing is same thing. Of course, we reposition the hand so it's more accurate to the movie, but this is how he'll be holding the hand, or the Shuriken, sorry. Now, I'm going to have two versions of this. One's going to be with the glove and the knuckles on there. This is going to be the movie accurate version without the glove. Again, this is a test print that I did using PLA, so it's not resin. It's not going to have the quality that you would with an actual resin print. This is just to get an idea of how it's going to look on the statue and make sure that it fits okay, and that we basically don't have any issues before we do the final print. Now, the Shuriken size is actually very accurate, and I'm going to flip this around just to give you an idea. So for the actual piece, these are one of the Shurikens that it comes with. And as you can see, we're very close down to the millimeter here, but the overall diameter is pretty much the same, marginal difference. Now, where it does differ is the thickness, and we did have to make this a lot thicker in order to incorporate the blades to where it kind of points out. And again, we try to make this as movie accurate as possible, but for the sake of stability, and also for it to not be so flimsy, we did beef it up a little bit, but still movie accurate as you can possibly get without compromising quality. Now, one of the things I want to point out, my goal is to make this in metal, the blades, and the body of the Shuriken will be resin sculpt. So that is something that we're going to try to pursue, because one of the things I do worry about is I don't want to beefing up the blades, because it looks really good the way it is. And if we do resin, I worry about it breaking during shipping, or just from unboxing, I worry about people accidentally snapping the blades off if it's resin. So that is something that we're going to be pursuing, and hopefully that will be going smoothly once we get it to the factory. But let me give you guys a quick 360 of this. That way you guys can see what you'll be getting if you choose to get this swap out option. So, and I'll go into a little bit more about why we did it the way we did. But this is the way in which he's going to be positioned, or the hand's going to be positioned on the body. And I'll go over that a little bit more right here. So we wanted to make it as natural as possible, and again, movie accurate. So because his arm is extended out, we wanted to tilt the hand, towards the body, kind of angle it down, same way that you would kind of fling something. You want it to look as natural as possible. At one point, I did think about kind of flexing it up, but again, if you position your arm in that way, it is a bit awkward. So to keep it as realistic as possible, and again, movie accurate, this is the way we position the hand to give it more of a natural look, and in the process in which he's going to be throwing the Shuriken, right? But I gotta say, this turned out actually better than what I expected. And again, this took multiple attempts to get this right, you guys. But overall, I'm very happy with this, and I can't wait to see the final product once we get it to the factory and we get the prototype finished. But yeah, all the information for this is going to be in the description. So I'm going to have the Facebook group listed in there so that if anybody is interested in joining the group, you can join. And if you end up liking the prototype after it's finished, you're more than welcome to jump in on this. We don't have a set number yet. It's all going to be determined on how many people actually PO this. But and again, I'm not going to open PO till we're completely ready to order. I don't want it to be like a 6 months wait before you guys actually get the piece. When I open PO, it's going to be pretty much at the factory ready to produce. So we're talking about 1 to 2 months from the time you order to production, assuming there's no hiccups. But yeah, that's pretty much the way I want it to go. I mean, I want to ensure that everything is perfect before we open PO. Again, this is my first project, so I appreciate all of you guys that have been in there, that have been pretty patient with me. But again, thank you for your patience. But this piece, just to give you guys a little bit background on this, this is actually one of my favorite. Actually, no, this is my favorite Predator piece. It just needs a little bit of love, and what I mean by that is, I do plan on getting this redone, and it will happen after we finish the Shuriken hand. But the mesh on the leg, it's going to be coming off. We're going to repaint the whole body, base as well, and we're going to redo the leather. The leather completely has to be redone because it's falling apart. And one of the things that I did do, and I'll give you guys a close-up of this in just a second, but I had the factory tusks removed that was sculpted, and I actually ended up doing acrylic, and night and day difference, actually. Let me give you a close-up of that. I sent that out to, forgot his name, but let me show you. I told them don't bother painting it yet because, again, it's going to be going out for paint. Let me give you guys a better close-up of the Shuriken on the hand or on the body. But as you can see, there's going to be no seams. It slides in perfectly. And again, this Shuriken is not perfectly positioned because it's not keyed in or anything. I just kind of shoved it into the hand just so you guys have an idea of how it's going to look. But yeah, no, this is a killer piece. And pretty much that's a wrap, you guys. So again, if you guys are interested, info will be in the description. As always, thanks for watching. Happy collecting, and we'll see how this goes. Have a good one, you guys.